Hello, happy Friday everyone. It's Jennathertonhomes librarian. Today I'm going to be reading Put Your Dream to the Test, Chapter 1, if my internet connection is on there. So sometimes it's kind of hard for me to see your comments when I'm reading the book, but it's such a good book, and I really want to share it with you, and I know there's not enough people that read out there, so I decided to read this to you every night at 8 p.m. Okay, so this is Put Your Dream to the Test, 10 questions to help you see it and seize it. It's by John C. Maxwell. He wrote a lot of really good books. Introduction. Hi. What is your dream? What is your dream? Will you achieve it in your lifetime? I'm certain that you desire to. I'm sure you hope you will. But will you actually do it? What odds would you give yourself? 1 in 5? 1 in 100? 1 in a million? How can you tell whether your chances are good or whether your dream will always remain exactly that, a dream? Are you willing to put it to the test? Most people I know have a dream. In fact, I've asked hundreds, if not thousands, of people about their dream. Some willingly describe it with great detail and enthusiasm. Others are reluctant to talk about it. They seem embarrassed to say it out loud. Miss you too, Danielle. I'm reading to you. Hope you in Brooklyn can listen in. Hi. Sounds like a good book. No, it's like we're not even on the first page. That's why I want to read it to you guys. Okay. Others are reluctant to even talk about their dream. They seem embarrassed to say it out loud. These people have never tested their dream. They don't know if others will laugh at them. They're not sure if they're aiming too low or too high. They don't know if their dream is something they can really achieve or if they're destined to fail. They have no idea how to achieve their dreams. What they possess is a vague notion that there is something they would like to do someday or someone they would like to become. But they don't know how to get from here to there. If that describes you, then you'll be glad to know that there really is hope, and I believe this book can help you. Know the answer before you take the test. When you were a kid in school, do you remember a teacher doing a review before a test and saying something like, pay attention now, because this is going to be on the test? I do. The encouraging teacher who wanted to see their students succeed said things like that all the time. They wanted us to be prepared so that way we could do well. They put us to the test and they set us up for success. My desire is to be one of the encouraging teachers to you. I want to prepare you to put your dreams to the test so that way you can actually achieve them. I love your drive. You are a winner, my friend. Aw, thanks, Regina. You're a winner too. How? I believe that if you know the right questions to ask yourself and if you can answer these questions in an affirmative way, you will have an excellent chance of being able to achieve your dreams. The more questions you can answer positively, the greater the likelihood of success. The reason that they wrote this book. The right and wrong picture of a dream. I've studied successful people for almost 40 years, and I've known hundreds of high-profile people who achieve big dreams. And I've achieved a few dreams of my own. What I've discovered is that a lot of people have misconceptions about dreams. Take a look at many of the things that people pursue and call dreams in their lifetime. Daydreams, pie-in-the-sky dreams, bad dreams, idealistic dreams, vicarious dreams, romantic dreams, career dreams, destination dreams, or material dreams. If these aren't good dreams, valid ones, worthy of a person's life, then what are they? Here's my definition of a dream that can be put to the test and pass. A dream is an inspiring picture of a future that energizes your mind, your will, and your emotions, empowering you to do everything you can to achieve them. A dream worth pursuing is a picture and blueprint of a person's purpose and potential. Or, as my friend Sharon Hall says, a dream is the seed of possibility planted in the soul of a human being, which calls him to a purpose, to purpose a unique path to his realization of purpose. A dream is the seed of possibility planted in the soul of a human being, which calls him to purpose a unique path to the realization of his purpose. A dream is the seed of possibility planted in the soul of a human being, which calls her to purpose a unique path to the realization of her purpose. What do you have in mind? Dreams are valuable commodities. They propel us forward. They give us energy. They make us enthusiastic. Everyone ought to have a dream. But what if you're not sure whether you have a dream you wanted to pursue? Let's face it. Many people were not encouraged to dream. Others have dreams but lose hope and set them aside. If you want to know that there's good news, you can find or recapture your dreams. And they can be big dreams. Not all the dreams have to be huge to be worth pursuing. They just need to be bigger than you are. And as actress Josie Bissett remarked, dreams come a size too big so that way we can grow into them. If you've given up hope, lost sight of your dream, or never connected with something that you think is worth dreaming and working towards, perhaps it would help you to learn about the 5 most common reasons that people have trouble identifying their dream. Number 1, some people have been discouraged from dreaming by others. Many people have had their dreams knocked right out of them. The world is filled with dream crushers and idea killers. Some people who aren't pursuing any dreams of their own don't like to see others pursuing theirs. Other people's success makes them feel inadequate and insecure. Business professor Gary Hamel and C.K. Prahalad wrote about an experiment conducted with a group of monkeys. 4 monkeys were placed in a room with a tall pole in the center. Suspended from the top of the pole was a bunch of bananas. One of the hungry monkeys starts climbing the pole to eat, but just as he reached out to grab a banana, he was doused with a torrent of cold water. Squealing, he scampered down the pole and abandoned his attempt to feed himself. Each monkey made a similar attempt, and each one was drenched with cold water. After making several attempts, they finally gave up. The researchers removed one of the monkeys from the room and replaced him with a new monkey. As the newcomer began to climb the pole, the other 3 grabbed him and pulled him down to the ground. After trying to climb the pole several times and being dragged down by others, he finally gave up and never attempted to climb the pole again. The researchers replaced the original monkeys one by one with new ones, and each time a new monkey was brought in, he'd be dragged down by the others before he could reach the bananas. In time, only monkeys who had never received a cold shower were in the room, but none of them would climb the pole. They prevented one another from climbing, but none of them knew why. Perhaps others have dragged you down in life. They've discouraged you from dreaming. Maybe they resented the fact that you wanted to move up or to do something significant with your life. Or maybe they were trying to protect you from pain or disappointment. Either way, if you're being discouraged from dreaming, take heart. It's never too late to start dreaming and pursuing your dreams. Some people are hindered by past disappointments and hurts. Disappointment is the gap that exists between expectation and reality. Disappointment is the gap between expectation and reality. All of us have encountered the gap. We have unexpectedly bad experiences. We have to live with our unfulfilled desires, and we had our hopes dashed. Disappointments can be highly damaging to us. Novelist Mark Twain observed, "We should be careful to get out of an experience only the wisdom that is in it, And stop there, lest we be like the cat that sits down on a hot stove lid. She will never sit down on a hot stove lid again, and that is well, but also she will never sit down on a cold one anymore. Disappointment is a gap that exists between expectation and reality. Haven't you found that to be true? When something goes wrong, we say, "I'll never do that again." What a mistake, especially when it comes to our dreams. Failure is the price we must pay to achieve success. Some people must face failure repeatedly before they move forward in the pursuit of their dreams. Margaret Thatcher, former British Prime Minister, asserted, You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. You need to remember that and make sure we don't give up on the fight too soon." Some people get in the habit of settling for average. Number 3. Columnist Maureen Dowd says, "The minute you settle for less than you deserve, you get even less than you settle for." You can't reach for a dream and remain... dreams require a person to stretch, to go beyond average. You can't reach for a dream and remain safely mediocre at the same time. The two are incompatible. When you are uninspired to dream, when we settle for average, we may be tempted to blame it on others or on our circumstances, on the system. But the truth is that mediocrity is always a personal choice. D. Bruce Lockbyer, chairman and CEO of Paideia Incorporated and former Thomas F. Stanley Foundation scholar in residence at the Stony Brook School, New York, writes, "Mediocrity." We're reading Put Your Dream to the Test, Chapter 1. Mediocrity isn't at root a national problem, nor a corporate or institutional problem, nor a department problem. Mediocrity is a personal problem. American education isn't a monolith. American education is made of millions of students being taught by millions of teachers, assisted by millions of support staff, equipped by millions of manufacturers and editors and suppliers, all paid for by billions of dollars. Each of these facets of American education is peopled by individuals. Therefore, American education isn't mediocre. But those of us who make decisions and appropriate funding for education may have been slipshod into our commitment to our work. Schools aren't mediocre, but some of us who are administrators or teachers and our students have been half-hearted about our management, our teaching, their learning. You see, mediocrity is first a personal trait, a personal concession to less than our best, an individual lethargic resignation that says, "I guess good enough is good enough." Soon, mediocrity metastasizes throughout the body politic, causing the nation to be at risk. But always remember, mediocrity begins with me. People who don't possess compelling dreams are in danger of having their lives merely slip away. Their days can become mundane, and they become like their days. Author Kenneth Hildenbrand expresses the negative effect of such an existence. He explains, "The poorest of all men is not the one without a nickel to his name. He is the fellow without a dream. He is like a ship made for the mighty ocean but trying to navigate in a mill pond. He has no far port to reach, no lifting horizon, no precious cargo to carry. His hours are absorbed in routine and petty tyrannies. Small wonder if he gets dissatisfied, quarrelsome, and fed up. One of life's greatest tragedies is a person with a 10 to 12 capacity and a 2x4 soul." If you feed that your life is closer to average than you desire, you need to do more dreaming. Nothing helps to break someone out of a rut like a worthwhile dream. Number 4. Some people lack the confidence needed to pursue their dreams. It takes confidence to talk about a dream, and even more to pursue it. And sometimes confidence separates the people who dream and pursue their dreams from those who don't. In her research at the University of Wisconsin, Karen Greno-Malch discovered that self-confidence is vital to success. In a study of children, she found that the lower self-worth translated into 37% less willingness to negotiate and the use of 11% fewer negotiation strategies with others. She also discovered that the greater the child's self-worth, the greater the willingness to incur the risk of prolonged negotiation and the greater the adaptability. In other words, the more confidence you have in yourself, the less likely you are to give up trying to get what you want. Let's say it again. In other words, the more confidence you have in yourself, the less likely you are to give up trying to get what you want. Dreams are fragile, and they are at great risk when they are new to you, when people you love and respect don't approve of them, and when you have no past record of success to give you confidence. But confidence based on reality is necessary to strive for your dream. How do you gain such confidence? Through self-knowledge. Management consultant Judith Bardwick affirms that real confidence comes from knowing and accepting yourself, your strengths, and your limitations. In contrast to depending on affirmations of others from the outside. That's why I believe Put Your Dream to the Test can help you. Answering the questions positively will give you more confidence to pursue your dreams. Some people lack the motivation to dream. That's number 5. How do people discover their dreams? How do people discover their dreams? By dreaming. That may sound overly simplistic, but that's where it starts. Imagination is the soil that brings a dream to life. Nobel Prize winning physicist Albert Einstein, a dreamer and thinker, understood the value of the imagination. He said, "When I examine myself and my methods of thought, I come to the conclusion that the gift of fantasy has meant more to me than many talent for observing positive knowledge." Einstein called his imagination a holy curiosity. A holy curiosity. Imagination is the soul that brings a dream to life. If you come from a discouraging background, or you don't think of yourself as an especially imaginative person, don't lose hope. You can still discover and develop a dream. God has put the ability in every one of us. If you know and watch children, then you'll know that's true. Every child dreams. Every child possesses imagination. My wife Margaret and I have 5 grandchildren, and whenever we are with them, we see their vivid imaginations at work, whisking them away from the world to ones of their own creation. You have it in you to dream. Arthur and friend Max Lucado is clear about your possibilities. You aren't an accident. You weren't mass-produced. You aren't an assembly line product. You were deliberately planned, specifically gifted, and lovingly positioned on earth by the master craftsman. Beyond that, some people would even argue that the more drab your beginnings, the greater your potential for dreaming. Businessman Howard Schultz, who came from a very humble background, used the fertile soil of his imagination to help him cultivate the ideas of Starbucks, the company he founded. Are we doing tacos soon? Just wondering. Yep, soon. When are you making me tacos? One thing I've noticed about romantics, they try to create a new and better world from their drabbiness of everyday life. That is Starbucks' aim too. We tried to create in our stories an oasis, a little neighborhood spot where you can take a break, listen to some jazz, ponder universal or personal or even whimsical questions over a cup of coffee. Who dreams up such a place? From my experience, I'd say the more uninspiring your origins, the more likely you are to use your imagination and invent worlds where everything seems possible. I lost my spot. That's certainly true of me. I believe God wants us to dream big because He's a big God and who wants to do big things, and He wants to do them through us. My friend Dale Turner asserts dreams are renewable no matter what our age or condition. They are still untapped possibilities within us and new beauty waiting to be born. It's never too late to dream. Okay, are you ready to put your dream to the test? And then there's a question and answer, and then tomorrow we'll go into the next chapter. Are you ready to put your dream to the test? Okay, you may be saying to yourself, I've got a dream, I think it's worth pursuing, now what? How can I know that my odds are good for achieving it? That brings us to the questions. Here they are. And these questions, they're going to be the next 10 chapters of this book. So question 1 is the ownership question. Is my dream really my dream? Number 2 is the clarity question. Do I clearly see my dreams? Number 3 is the reality question. Am I depending on factors within my control to achieve my dreams? Number 4 is the passion question. Does my dream compel me to follow it? Number 5 is the passion question. Do I have a strategy to reach my dreams? Number 6 is the people question. Have I included the people I need to realize my dreams? Number 7 is the cost question. Am I willing to pay the price for my dream? Number 8 is the tenacity question. Am I moving closer to my dream? Number 9 is the fulfillment question. Does working toward my dream bring satisfaction? Number 10 is the significance question. Does my dream benefit others? I believe that if you really explore each question, examine yourself honestly, and answer yes to all of them, the odds of you achieving your dream are very good. The more yeses you can answer, the more on target you are to fulfill your dreaming. I truly believe that everyone has the potential to imagine a worthwhile dream, and most have the ability to achieve it. And it doesn't matter how big or how seemingly outrageous your dream appears to others if your answers are yes to the dream test questions. Always remember there are only 2 kinds of people in the world, the realists and the dreamers. The realists know where they're going, the dreamists have already been there. Robert Orban. Speechwriter and comedy author Robert Orban asserted, always remember there are only 2 types of people in the world, the realists and the dreamers. The realists know where they're going, the dreamers have already been there. If you're a dreamer who has already been there in your mind, then the next step is to put your dream to the test. On the next several pages, you will find a dream test that is designed to help you measure how prepared you currently are to reach your dream. I strongly recommend that you take the test before reading the rest of the book. The more work you can do to test your dream and to prepare before actually launching to accomplish it, the greater the chance you will actually see your dream come true. So here's the dream test. You guys ready? You get a piece of paper and a pen. I already wrote mine in the book. To assist you in putting your dream to the test, I've developed this dream test. Respond to each of the 3 statements under the dream question. Under the dream questions by answering true or false. Once you've completed the test, enlist 3 people who know you well to help you elevate yourself. If you have not already told them your dream, do so now. Then ask them to answer each of these questions as it applies to you. In addition, ask them to give you an overall score from 1 not a chance to 10 absolutely certain for how likely you are to achieve your dream. Number 1, the ownership question. Is my dream really my dream? A, I would be the person in the world most pleased if I accomplished my dream. B, I have publicly shared my dream with other people, including those I love. And C, my dream has been challenged by others, but I still embrace it. So write down A, B, or C. Number 2, the clarity question. Do I see my dream? A, I can explain the main gist of my dream in a single sentence. B, I could answer nearly any question about the what, if not how, of my dream. And C, I have written a clear description of my dream that includes its main features or objectives. Number 3, the reality question. Am I depending on factors within my control to achieve my dream? A, I know what my greatest talents are and my dreams rely heavily on them. B, my current habits and daily practices strongly contribute to the potential success of my dream. And C, my dream is likely to come true even if I am unlucky. If important people ignore or oppose me, or if I encounter serious obstacles. 4. The passion question. Does my dream compel me to follow it? I can think of nothing I would rather do more than see my dream fulfilled. That's A. B is I think about my dream every day and often wake up or fall asleep thinking about it. And C, my dream has been consistently important to me for at least a year. A, B, or C. Number 5, a pathway question. Do I have a strategy to reach my dream? I've written a plan for how I intend to accomplish my dream. B, I have shared my plan with 3 people I respect to get their feedback. And C, I have made significant changes to my priorities and work habits to put my plan into action. Number 6, the people question. Have I included the people I needed to realize my dream? A, I have surrounded myself with people who inspire me and who are honest with me about my strengths and weaknesses. B, I have recruited people with complementary skills to help me accomplish my dream. C, I have transferred the vision for my dream to others and they share ownership for it. 7, the cost question. Am I willing to pay the price for my dream? A, I can recount specific costs I have already paid toward achieving my dream. B, I've already considered that I am willing to trade to achieve my dream. C, I have not been compromising my values, ruining my health, or damaging my family to pursue my dream. 8, the tenacity question. A, am I moving closer to my dreams? A, I can identify obstacles I have already overcome in the pursuit of my dream. B, I do something every day, even if it's small, to move closer to my dream. Or C, I am willing to do extraordinary, difficult things to grow and change so that way I can accomplish my dream. 9, the fulfillment question. Does working toward my dream bring satisfaction? I am willing to give up my idealism in order to make my dream become reality. B, I am willing to work for years or even decades to achieve my dream because it is important to me. Or C, I enjoy the pursuit of my dream so much that even if I fail, I will consider my life to be well spent. 10, the significant question. Does my dream benefit others? A, I will name specific people other than myself who will benefit if my dream is realized. B, I am working to build a team of like-minded people to accomplish my dream. Or C, what I'm doing to achieve my dream will matter in 5, 20, or 100 years. If you are able to mark every statement as true, the odds are very good that you will see your dream come to fruition. If you marked them as false, one or more of the statements under the question, then you need to examine whether you're being honest with yourself about where you stand related to that question. Spend time in reflection and do the exercises at the end of the questions chapter. You should also talk to 3 people who evaluated the questions related to you. Did their answers match yours? If not, ask for their observation. Also, take a look at their overall score for you. If they gave you less than a 10, ask, what would it take for me to make it a 10? Listen, take notes, ask clarifying questions, but do not defend yourself. As you receive their answers, look for patterns, and remember what management consultant Jack Rosenblum says: if one person tells you're a horse, they're crazy. If 3 people tell you you're a horse, there's a conspiracy afoot. If 10 people tell you're a horse, it's time to buy a saddle. Okay, I need a bookmark. That's chapter 1. What I was using as a bookmark before. And then we'll do chapter 2 tomorrow. And bless America.